It has been rainy for the past few weeks here in Saskatchewan. The weather has been getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. I walk to and from work every day, so recently I have been needing to make sure that I have an umbrella with me in case it rains. One morning I made the blunder of not bringing an umbrella with me. The weather was beautiful in the morning, but as I began walking home after work, I noticed some sporadic raindrops. I thought that it wouldn't start raining much harder, but I was wrong. What started as a slight drizzle eventually turned into a downpour. I had a decision to make as I walked home that day. Either call my husband to pick me up and drive me the rest of the way home, or walk through the rain. I must admit that my first inclination was to call my husband, my main concern being that the rain would make my hair unmanageable. But as I contemplated my options, I began to wonder why I was so concerned about my hair. Yes, it would be a pain to manage until I washed it again, and it was, but at the same time, did getting wet hair really matter that much? I made my decision. I kept walking. Meanwhile, the wind began to pick up more and whip my hair around. The rain started coming down harder, and I felt the cool drops hitting my warm skin, making my arm hair stand. Goosebumps started to form as the wind, combined with the rain, was rapidly cooling the air around me, and I couldn't help but have a huge smile plastered across my face. I pulled my hair out of the way so that the rain was hitting my upper back, and I would sometimes gasp and then laugh at the impact of the raindrops. It was wonderful. In that moment, I felt so alive. Normally, I would be quite uncomfortable with getting drenched because I don't particularly enjoy the feeling of wet clothing against my skin. But in this case, I was prepared for it. In fact, I was embracing it. I was reveling in the torrential downpour. I allowed my hair to freely flow through the rain and wind. I didn't care that I was getting soaked. It reminded me that I was alive, that I have many senses that I am so blessed to have. I can't remember the last time I freely walked through a rainstorm, but this was such a beautiful experience for me. I wasn't trying to keep myself dry. I let whatever was happening to happen. That experience got me thinking about how I too often place so much importance on my looks. Yes, it is important to take care of yourself, to look presentable and to put your best foot forward. But it's also important to let your hair down, metaphorically and sometimes even physically. Instead of every step being filled with exasperation at all the raindrops hitting me, every step turned into an adventure, with me wondering if there was another gust of wind and a wall of rain around the corner ready to inundate me once more. And secretly, I was kind of hoping there was. Instead of my rainy walk being an annoyance, it became a joyful experience. If I had been so caught up in worrying about being able to manage my hair, I probably would not have had that wonderful experience. There can be so much joy and satisfaction in the small things in life, and even in the things that can often be seen as inconvenient. I understand why most people will not walk in the rain. I truly do. In all honesty, had it been a different time, different scenario, I probably wouldn't have either. But my hope is that next time you see it raining, if you are at all able, I hope you take the opportunity to go outside, feel the rain on your skin, and just be grateful for what you have been given.